All right, so here I have a new project car. This is a 2003 Monte Carlo LS. And actually, I bought this month ago probably. And the original plan was to not buy another car, but I ended up having to. Really didn't want to, but at the same time I really wanted a nice Monte Carlo. So I had to do it. I had to get this car. It was required. If I was going to build my dream car, I would have to buy a nice body, at least, for the car. And this one is 2003. It's the base model. Only thing is, I think it's got the sporty wheels. I don't know what they're called. Sunroof. The sunroof got little louvers in it, which in that car is almost identical. It's got a sunroof, but it don't have the louvers. It's got like something that slides in, and then something on top of that that also slides in and kind of telescopes, or whatever you call it. I'll show you later. Oh fuck. Oh hell. This car, let me turn the camera around. Whoever had this car before me had moved the seat up probably like this position right here before they took the battery out. So now I have my head on the ceiling, and my every time I get in this car, I hit my head. And these cars do have a lot of leg room, and that seat can be adjusted. So I don't do that. In that car over there, back there, I don't hit my head, because the seat is all the way back. And when the seat is all the way back in the cars like these Monte Carlos, I can't hardly drive them. I'm too short, believe it or not, because I'm like 6 foot tall. Running out of breath. I'm trying to make a video. But yeah, I only bought the body of this car and the transmission. So really this car is, let me flip it around. Is essentially just a roller chassis. I had to get it because the body of that was awful. You know, like to the point where it's very unsafe, and I just couldn't do anything with it. Now this car has no engine. This car was $700 without an engine, and that's pretty typical. Sounds like a pretty fair price for a Monte Carlo this clean without an engine in it. Because most these days Monte Carlos like these, with this front end style, they get a decent penny, more than like your typical Grand Am or Impala, you know, regular ass daily driver probably would. The tires on the back, they don't hold air for more than 10 minutes. Tire on the front, it went flat in a week. It might have been even less time than that, I don't know. But yeah, this is my unofficial start to this project, because it's, as you can see, it's fucking cold out here, and today is kind of a good day. It's like 29 degrees. In a couple days here we'll see 46 degrees, and then we'll go back down to negatives again. February, January is not my favorite time of year by any means at all. But as you can see here, it's a little bit of rust, but not terrible. You can, oh man, you know what? We might have to do a little bit of body work. A little bit of bubbling going on. That would mean the rust going all the way through. There's going to be some holes that we've got to mess with. But once you see let's go see this car. Once you see this car and the fucking work that it needs, you'll understand why I needed this car. Look at this. Just by looking at it here. Look at that. This, man, what the hell? Got a big dent here. Now let me give you the backstory on this car. This is the car that my own blood relative aunt used to drive. And she bought it brand new, and this is a 2000 year 2000, the old Y2K thing. It was the turn of the century. It was the new Monte Carlo body style, which I think is sexier than hell. And then she had the sunroof on. She paid for this thing with cash. I think it was like 25 grand or something, maybe 20 grand at the time is what it says on the paper. So I got the paper inside the car that was on the window when she bought it. But it's taken a big fat beating over the years. You can see by the rust here. And I think the last time she drove it, she got T-boned right here, and we had to replace the door. And that's where these dents here came from, trying to get the door open. I actually did try to fix that when it belonged to, or no, that's when she sold it to my brother. So when she sold it to my brother, we fixed the door, and he never did nothing with it. It sat in the yard for a little bit, and then my aunt's boyfriend drove it around a little bit, and then it started overheating, and now here it is in my yard again, this time in my name. Yeah. Now you can see here, this is what I was talking about earlier. It kind of, the sunroof cover kind of telescopes, it pushes the other cover back. You know what I mean? Like, and this is basically the parts car. I was gonna restore this car, but now it can only be used for a parts car. And if I can get back here, I will show you why I cannot use this car whatsoever as a restoration candidate. If I can move the damn seat. Move my shit over here. Get in the trunk. And right now, I don't have the keys on me to get in the trunk, but I can definitely get back to the seat, which is handy dandy. I might take this seat out of this car and put it in my Impala. But we get back here, let me turn the light on. Now, when we look back in the trunk, we will see the reason I had to buy that car over there. Look at this. Up here, I don't know. It might be really hard to see it, but this is where the trunk, this is where the shock absorbers or strut towers come bolt to the trunk. Look, if we can get around, I can't hardly. There, you can see that big ass hole right there. It's a giant rust hole right there. That is unsafe, and that's not gonna fly with me, because I like to be safe when I drive at 150 miles an hour. You know, so let me go over here, other side. I don't know if it's the same or if it's worse, but either way, it's awful. I can get over here. Yeah, we got some bad damage. That's, from what you can see here, it's dirt. But trust me, there is some bad stuff here. And I can't hardly get in there because the seat is bigger on this side. Let's see if I can move my hand around. Oh, here's a hole. Here's a hole you can see. Yeah, I just noticed that just now. Holy shit. Put pressure on it. Well, that's a couple layers of metal there, but yeah, that's not safe at all. So I cannot use this car for anything except for parts and experiments and fun. So here's a seashell. That might be my aunt's, I'm not sure. But if they don't want it, I'll claim it, because it looks pretty damn cool. I like this shell. Shoot. All right, let me close this up. and get to explaining what I'm gonna do. Flash is off. All right, so if you can see from in the trunk, I can't do anything with this car except for play with it. I can't actually do a serious restoration. Some people can, but I can't. Let me catch my breath. Now, there are some people that are good at structural body work. I am not one of those people. I am barely good at cosmetic body work. And, yeah. If it wasn't for them rust holes in the trunk, I would definitely take this car and restore it. Now, this car has the same engine as that one used to have. Either way, I'm not going to use it anyways. It's got a whole lot of miles on it. Both these cars have over 200,000 miles. This one is knocking on 300,000. I think both of them are, actually. That one's probably got 10,000 less. I don't know. 260. Which, that's a lot of miles. Oh, I can just now, I can kind of see the metal flake, but you probably can't. I don't know. What happened here? Tree branch fell on the windshield, dented the hood, and broke the windshield. You can kind of see it's in a line. Yeah, there ain't much to see here. All this stuff here, my aunt's boyfriend put on the fish license plate, the fog lights. I wanna open this door to watch this snow kind of just like move. Well, it didn't really cut. It didn't really get on like moving on top. It just kind of broke everything. But yeah, this car is going to be a parts car and a science experiment. What I would like to do is I would like to cut it right here and make a convertible. Drive it around for a little bit. And then once I'm actually done with everything that I need, I will cut this car, cut the back half off and drive it around a little bit. Have a little bit of fun with it. And then, or no, in between that, I think I'll just go ahead and cut the entire trunk off and make a little go-kart. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with this car because this car is not made for daily driving anymore. All right. This car is strictly for parts, science experiments, and junkyard cash. All right. We barely have any good body parts. This is a good fender. Bad hood. There's a bad fender over there. It's a little bit fucked up. The door, it ain't bad at all. Not really. We can get the mirrors if we want them. We can get these things if we want them. But the only thing is, I have all that shit on that car. So I'm going to have a hard time trying to find stuff that I really need off of this car. What I would like to find, though, is a spoiler for the trunk. And down here, this little bumper lip that does not have the exhaust cutouts. So I would like to have my exhaust come out the side, kind of like right about here, like in NASCAR. Sometimes I don't watch with the camera, I watch with my own eyes and don't get on camera, but yeah, we got that going on. We also have a nice set of wheels here. I don't know if I'll put them on my Impala daily driver over there, or sell them. I don't want to use them for the project because I might get different kind of wheels. I don't even know if I'll use those. I really like those kind of wheels. I don't even know if I'll use them though. I'm not sure. I might put those on my Impala. I don't know what I'll do. I got a lot of options here. I think I'm gonna take this sunroof and store it away and use it for if I want to put a sunroof in a vehicle that don't have one in it. This engine I might blow it up just for shits and giggles, or I might keep it for parts for my Impala, because they got the same exact drivetrain. So let's get on to this car. What are we gonna actually do? What are we gonna legitimately build over here? So, well, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do for the body, like the paint job and everything. All I know is I would like a spoiler, the racing style spoiler from the factory. Like Goodyear tires with yellow paint on them, like NASCAR type stuff. I seen a nice body kit that you would put. I think it goes directly underneath the bumper. You just put that underneath the bumper. It looks pretty cool, like NASCAR shit. Get it closer to the ground, make it look better. The engine, it's pretty obvious that, well, I don't know if it's obvious, but why would you put in a 3400 when you can put a supercharged 3800 in that spot? You know, they made them like that, so I'm gonna put one in there. That's what the hell I'm gonna do. 3800 supercharged. And I heard it will make more power if you take a naturally aspirated 3800 engine and put a supercharger on that, because it has a higher compression ratio. What is the deal here? Why does this look like it's sunk in a little bit? That's weird. Or no, this is just high. I don't know what's the deal with this. But I did see they make like roof rails that kind of like stick up like an inch and go up there. I might get those. Those look nice. Heated mirrors. Definitely get those off an SS Monte Carlo. This side is not power seat, so I can definitely get in here easily. Gonna scoot this seat back in. Not really. It's warm in here right now. Don't smell bad. It actually smells like it did from the factory. It smells like that car. It smells like my aunt's car. You have to excuse me, I can't hardly breathe. Now, steering wheel. That car back there, it has a steering wheel that has buttons over here, like in this area. It's for the radio controls. I'll swap those buttons into this car. What else do we got? It has a control system in that car. This one only has a switch for the roof, the sunroof. Man, we can't focus today. It only has a switch for the sunroof. I will definitely see if I can go ahead and put one of those, the information center up here, because for some reason I would love to see my gas mileage, even though we're building like a fast, like performance car. I need to get a new one of these, I think, because I think I broke this. Or no, it's just faded. I don't know. That one had a nice one, but I broke it trying to take it off. So here we go. The dashboard is kind of peeling up off of its its frame thing. Like this is just like the cover, and then it would wrap around this thing, but it came unwrapped, I guess. I'm gonna put me a double din radio like I did in my truck. I think I have a video. I doubt it. I started making a video about that, and then I didn't post it at all. I didn't even get halfway through it, and that's been like months ago. I had an hour of footage. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna put a double din radio in here. I don't know what that tape is yet, because I never did put battery power on this car yet. Double din something. I don't know if I'm gonna go crazy with speakers in here, and I don't know if I'll add any speakers. Maybe I'll just replace the factory ones and get some subs back there in the trunk. I never put subs in a car, believe it or not. I have only done it to my truck, not my cars yet. So that'll be fun. What else? man, other than that, I don't know. I seen this guy, he had in his Firebird changed out these things for like more modern type knobs. I might do that. I don't know. I don't know if you can buy them though. This guy, I think he 3D printed the knobs. So I don't know. I don't know about a lot of things. There's not even a manual for this car in here. So I'll probably have to go find one at the junkyard. You know, I always like to have my vehicles to have the factory OEM manual. I'm a big fan of factory OEM stuff. But at the same time, I love when a car looks badass. I don't know if I'll lower this car or not. Because if I get that body kit, I probably won't have to because it'll already like bring it down lower. But man, then that way I can drive it up in the barn and fix it if I need to. Drive it on the lift. I don't know. I don't know how people put lowered cars on a lift. Maybe put airbags. I don't know. I've been looking at a lot of stuff. Only thing I know that I want is a supercharged L67 engine. And I can get one at the junkyard pretty cheap with the transmission, I think. But I can also get one from Facebook Marketplace for cheap as well. Yeah, that's the project. This is a 2003 Monte Carlo, and we also have a 2000 Monte Carlo parts car, experiment car, and just seeing how badly we can damage stuff car. Oh, well, I don't have the keys in here either, but yeah, you can assume that the trunk of this car has no damage rust-wise whatsoever. Because I sent the guy, the seller of this car, the pictures of that car back there, what's going on in the trunk. And then he sent pictures of this car's trunk. And I was like, damn, that looks pristine, bruh. So I was like, all right. I was like, well, I first seen this car for sale. It was probably in like July, something like that, 2021. And I messaged the guy. It's like, I'm not like, it's like I was thinking I wanted it, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted it, spend all that money on it. But you know what? Like I know these cars are gonna go up in price not pretty soon, but like in the future. Maybe. You know how like in when you get the classic car, like the old Camaro, Mustang, 60s Chargers, those are selling for big pennies right now. And I believe that a car like this will sell for big pennies because they don't make these anymore. They don't make Monte Carlos anymore at all. And I love the styling of this car, especially with the spoiler. Right now, kind of looks like a grandma car. Honestly, from this spot here, but you get a spoiler on there. It looks pretty damn badass. And a little bit of pinstriping. That's not a straight line too. I like that. You know, they give you little lines to go off of. You know, go up and then you go down and you go up slightly again, and then you just crash into the headlight. I love styling of cars. Now this red car, I don't know what the fuck to do. This is where I learned about modern day cars. This car here. I love the color. The body is pretty damn clean, no rust at all. The last time I seen underneath it anyways. But it's just too small for me. Honestly, it's too small. It's a project car. I got shit everywhere, but wheels are ugly. And the wheels on these, I think these wheels have a smaller bolt pattern than these do. Because not only is it older, but it's smaller too. This car, I think, is 7 years older than that car over there. Actually, both of those cars, my Impala and the Monte Carlo, the same year. So yeah, that's nice. I remember back when all I had was my truck and my Dodge Daytona, and I bought this car for $200, and I'm like, oh man, this car is 11 years newer than my truck. I'm balling right now.